Is this just one day? No. This is day one. After a long transition, it's time for a coronation. The revelation that something has shifted, and now we are in control. The control of the timeline. We went on the longest journey to greatness, the ascension journey. And on this journey, you retrieve lost fractals of your soul. And now you have the completeness, the authentic version of you. And we needed to go through this journey. We had to be refined because now is the time that we control the timeline. A long transformation, a Heinrich metamorphosis. And when we set forth, sometimes we think that it will maybe take, a month. And in hindsight, it takes us maybe over a year. But that's why we just keep going. And when you get this message, you need to really embrace this. And you're going to ask yourself the question. And when you do this, you take your ownership of life. Is this one day, or is this day one? And that is the standard program that you are going to now move forward with. The people that are getting this message in divine timing, when this comes across your feed, when you realize this is day one, and the realization has to happen from within you. Over the past year, many people have been going through deep changes. Your internal frequency shifts. And upon the internal frequency shifting and everything is complete, remember, creation is already done. There is no more waiting. This is day one. And I hope everyone writes that in the comments today. Creation is already done. I've been sharing with the community for a long time. It happens energetically before it manifests physically. We're not waiting any longer. There's no need to, because this is day one. Very powerful podcast today. It's good to see everyone, the conscious creators of the world, the people going on the ascension journey, people that are empowered, people that are ready to take back control of their everyday lives. This is day one, light warriors. And it's a amazing place to be, really letting it marinate, and the comfort and the relax. You're already here. I teach about the nervous system. And when you get this through and you say, you know what, my nervous system feels so calm, everything follows that. So we're live. I appreciate if you click the like button to push it forward. And this is a very deep lesson. And the lesson is about day one. And the lesson is about how I control the timeline. The lesson is about we control the timeline. And I left you that message, right? And it builds and it builds and it builds. And now it is, and we are taking over. Amit Goswami said, "The quantum field is a field of infinite possibilities, and our consciousness collapses these possibilities into reality." Today, we collapse all the possibilities into the reality. Bliss Ablaze, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm very grateful for the support. When you understand life and the quantum field, and maybe you've been on a hectic journey filled with quantum chaos, and in the quantum field, there is a field out there of infinite possibilities. Some people call it the fourth dimension. Your consciousness, my consciousness, right? The consciousness that we have collapses the possibilities into reality. Today, moving forward, and every second, we are moving forward with positivity. We are moving forward. It's always growth. It's always expansion. It's always abundance. You know, it's a very potent time in the history of humanity. When you go out there, you're going to see people, and they're going to put, a spookable thumbnail, gloom and doom, hellfire and brimstone. But when I move forward, we're moving forward as the good shepherd. We're moving forward with complete control of the timeline, always growth, always expansion, always abundance. And you have to stay focused with where you are placing your attention, okay? When you think of the field of infinite possibilities, there are different timelines, but you, the person that's getting this message, you see me on the screen, how you doing? We're going to stay focused on what timeline, what possibility are you going to collapse into reality. You will take back control of your everyday life. And the more that you go out, maybe today is the day. Today is the day. You're going to say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to cancel cable, right? I'm going to turn off mainstream media. I'm going to turn off MSM. I'm going to put the YouTube app on my TV. We're going to tune into Our Everyday Lives. Daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern. Click subscribe, right? You're going to watch other positive channels as well, right? Because we're a community of people. And you're going to disconnect. You're going to disconnect from those possibilities, right? That aren't no longer serving your purpose, because in the past year, and actually for years, we have been retrieving lost fractals of our soul. We were becoming more the authentic version, and our internal frequency, our nervous system has been reset. So you are no longer attracting negative situations, negative people, narcissists, so on and so forth. We attract people that genuinely value you. When you wake up in the rising, when you get this is day one, and every day moving forward, you are attracting people that genuinely value you. This has been a big, deep discussion, and I've done many videos, about this, and people are waking up in the modern society. People just want you around because how they might be able to use you. All right? So when you move forward in life, you are attracting people that genuinely value you and your work. So the work that you're putting out to the world, it's going to be put up there on that pedestal. All the bright lights are going to be on that work. You're going to be valued in the workplace or your partnerships that you have, your relationship partnerships. Our divine masculine, you'll attract women that value you, that keep you, nice and safe, that you don't have to look over your shoulder, right? That you could build and constantly build and move forward, and instead of having your life force energy and your wealth and any value drained from you. You're the divine feminine. You're the divine feminine, and now you have an actual real man, a real divine masculine, which enables you to have your nervous system calm. Very powerful for our divine feminine. You could hit the violet flame. Soul Star Productions has it right on cue. Okay? So whether you are the divine masculine or feminine, this channel is for you. And you need to know all aspects of life. You're going to have to be well-rounded. When we move forward in life, we want to have our physical health, right? Well, we also have to have our mental health, our spiritual health as well. We got to be well-rounded moving forward. And we keep constantly moving forward with growth, expansion, and abundance. Never again shrink. Never again hide. Never again will you be small. You know, in the modern society, because people don't want to grow, people don't want to change, and that is actually part of how the nervous system and the subconscious works. But if you are rising above, and we have been given programs that aren't actually part of the authentic journey, you can't lose yourself. It's for anyone that's subscribed, it's the main video on the channel page, the main talking point, and it will never change. And when I sit here from firsthand experience, it will always go to that. The only person that you cannot afford to lose is yourself. And that's why we're here today. And that's why there's a coronation of a king today. That's why there's a coronation of a queen today. Chana 5280, I love you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very grateful. It's a party. It's party time. It's a celebration. So, as we now have control, we have control of the timeline. With great power comes great responsibility. There are certain things that must be understood at a very deep level. And it goes both ways. It cuts both ways. It cuts both ways. Okay? And to sustain, I always talk about sustainable manifestation, so on and so forth. You know, people get little blips and band-aids and so on and so forth. If you want sustainable, you need to hold attention for a sustained period of time. You have to know core values. And when it's plug and play here on these lessons. It's plug and play. You know your core values. You're holding your attention. You're holding a frequency for a sustained period of time, not for a moment, not for this or that and a quick fix. You have to plug in emotional integrity. Emotional integrity. When we think about integrity, when you go out in the world, right? You want to have integrity towards other people, raising the frequency. That's creating a positive feedback loop. But I'm also here to tell you, your emotional integrity also, which some of the empaths and other people, you lose sight of this, the emotional integrity towards yourself. You will never be small. You will never be gaslit. And sometimes in life, love could be right in front of our face, but we're going off the programs and we're not following our heart, right? We're not having that drive for a vocation, not a job. As we enter the new earth, it's good to see everyone on the new earth. It's not about jobs anymore. No, it's about vocation. Vocation. Years ago, when I attended the university, I took a theology course. And I always refer to this quote, and it really resonated with me. It lasts the test of time. A quality of life over a quantity of stuff. This journey was always about obtaining your freedom, your sovereignty. And sometimes we're not free for that thing that's lurking in the brain. It's in your brain because you were told. When you are able to love yourself, when you realize that you are the king, when you realize none of these things hold anything over you. Like there's things in my life. I know exactly what I need, that keeps my nervous system calm, that makes me happy, the basic stuff. And we could always have abundance, but then some people go out of control with certain things. I see this with people. I have deep discussions with my on-the-ground community. I teach very strongly about our health and wellness. And I see some people, and I've seen it over the years, and you have to realize that if you live your life for health and wellness, some people, they're not living for health and wellness. They're living from ego, and they actually destroy their body thinking that they're doing health and wellness, but they're not. It's not in alignment. So what I teach on this channel is alignment. It's about balance. This is a celebration. This is a coronation of a king today. What a celebration it is. Finally, the divine feminine queen. You finally receive your authentic love today. This was about the I am presence. This was about becoming. The journey of becoming. I use the word embodiment. You are the embodiment of love, wealth, the embodiment of. It's always going to be that internal shift, and we have to authentically go through it. It's always going to be that frequency, that sustained frequency. And there are things on your journey. That's why I use the term, you got to take the training wheels off. I call things how they are on this channel. That's why more and more people resonate. You could click subscribe. There's no guru. There's no this or that. And it's called spiritual bypassing. This is the truth. And they're cool. They're cool, bro. But eventually, you got to take the training wheels off. It's like a starter pack. The law of attraction. I know there's a lot of books and stuff, and people talk about the law of attraction. The law of attraction, I'm giving you an example of this, and this is what I do on this channel. Maybe this interests you. You say, wow, I want the deeper stuff. The law of attraction is cool. It's a starter pack. Then you got to go to the law of correspondence. Then you have to explain. Then you have to realize, it's your internal frequency. It's the embodiment of. I'm not attracting. I'm not because I'm putting something outside of myself that I don't have, and I'm actually creating a frequency of lack. It's always the I am. Mushani, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. The soul is infinite. We are renting here on earth. Yeah, I appreciate that. Can't take the stuff with you. There's only one thing you could take with you, and that is your legacy, and it's documented into the Akashic records. So that's why, like this work, what I do here, it's actually the most important thing in your life is your spiritual growth, because it's the only thing that you take with you. It's your legacy that you leave, and it's documented into what's called the Akashic records. You watch my video on that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Resonance is so important. The law of assumption, so important. So this is where I teach these deeper modalities and truths, and realizing that when we do things, we're not only doing them for ourselves, we're doing it for the people. And there's the people behind us. They're all cheering us on. When you live in authenticity, you give somebody else, when they watch you, when they see you, you give someone else permission to finally live their authentic self. Because in this world of robots and a cookie cutter, and everyone's got to follow whatever the people on the when people watch and they see the people on the TV, I saw it on TV. It's got to be real. No, it's not about those people. No, it's about your family. It's about your loved ones. It's about the people in your everyday life. And that's why it's about our everyday lives. And I hope everyone writes that in the comments today. It's about our everyday lives. It's got to be real. We have a lot of fun on this channel. One of the most important things I do is make you laugh. So if you like a funny teacher, hit subscribe. I appreciate that. You are worthy of extraordinary love today. Let's get those beautiful hearts coming. And love comes in many forms, right? It could be, in a serious relationship, any kind of friendship, right? The love for your work. You are deserving. You are worthy. It's the only way. You watch the video, worthy of extraordinary love. You're not too much. No. Right? So people, right? Like we were discussing before, right? Some people go one way. Some people are awakening, ascending. I did the podcast is entitled "I Just Want to Go Home." You should check it out. And I said I feel like I don't fit in this world, right? And people will judge you. They do certain things, but I'm here to tell you, you are worthy of extraordinary love. You're not too much. You're just in this sick world, in the lower vibrational frequencies, which we're off the timeline. We've burnt the boats. We're not going back. You're not too much. And it's so wild. And when you have true soul connection, when you have true heart connection, when you have real people that genuinely value you in all aspects of your life, in the love life, in the work life, in the home, and you're in balance and alignment of these things. Balance and alignment is so important. But the realization, the programs, which are your operating system, and I'm giving you the program today. You have to do this yourself. And you say to yourself, is this one day or is this day one? As I am right now, I leadership, I lead by example. This is day one. Some people will wake up and say, oh, it's just another day. Some of you are very focused and you said, one day, this, one day. And eventually, one day becomes today. But it's in the subconscious. It's in your subconscious. You're repeating on loop because you've never experienced it before. That's that loop. Like there's people that are tuned in, right, for the first time. I know the community knows this. And you say, you know what? Yeah, my life's been on a loop. Same type of relationship, same type of outcome in the workplace. Well, that's actually coming from your subconscious. So that's why in the past year, we had to have our subconscious wiped clean. We had to see clearly with crystal clear clarity, the triple C. And when you go through these changes and your nervous system had to be recalibrated, because if your nervous system is calibrated to fight or flight mode, you never will pick up or be able to receive. It's time that you receive. And a lot of this comes from the deep traumas that were programmed in society. More and more people are waking up on it. They're breaking free of all the structures, the systems, right? Things that are pitting our people against each other instead of coming together. We don't do that here. We don't do that here, right? Pick a side. Pick a side. I told you this. We're going to document it. We're going to maybe we'll put it on a t-shirt. Okay. And it will last the test of time, just like I do. There are no sides to ascension. There is only up. Period. And that's why I'm still here. There are when you sit back and you look at life and, the people that maybe appeared, even like some people maybe were nasty to me for a little bit of time. But I wouldn't be here if I didn't have these experiences. Sometimes our soulmates come in different forms, fine tune us. This is how your mindset has to be. Then you're talking to people, and these people, they might have different culture than you, but you're the same frequency. I have plenty of friends, right? We sit next to each other, look totally different, right? Remember, we're different colors, classes, and creeds. You ever read the Hopi prophecy, right? I have a full video talking about it. Hopi prophecy. This is now. This is day of abundance. I'm here to tell you, the more that you're in that love vibration, love, baby. And we need more love and more love and more love. And keep rising up. But always remember that the truth, the I am presence, is above all. Always go to truth. Cliff, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. I love you very much. Now you become an attractor field. In the old world, there was a lot of demanding to move forward. Now we are attracting. I know there's so many people that are tuned into this, and I've shared this before. In the past, you might have built and build and build, and then your castle was knocked over, and then you got to build and build and build again, and it's still at the same level. And then, right, that's a narcissistic energy. And then your castle was knocked over. Can you imagine? Now we don't go through that. Now we build and build and build, and then we don't have to start over. Then we build and build and build again. And then here it comes, and then we build and build and build. Oh my God! Look, we're reaching new heights. So this was the way of the world. This is why it's day one, and we shift from one timeline to another. And that's, am I describing what you have experienced in your life? So instead of just build and build and build, and then we got to start it again, but God allowed us to go through that process. Because now we get better and better at our craft. This is the refinement. So there's actual real refinement. There's actual threshing floors that we're on. And, if you are tuned in and, when you say, you know what, I'm ready for this journey of our everyday lives, when I teach completely. And we talked about this last night on Facebook. You have to also realize what season God has you in, and in which I see across, social media, and other people disregard this. There is no, if you are in that, I'm telling you, you want to click like, put a comment right now, laser pinpoint accuracy. I don't care what the cards say, what this and that and the other thing. You cannot get out of God's season for you until it's complete. Period. The end. So as we navigate the current energies, and you, the person that's getting this message, you also have to understand the season that God has for you, because it's not finished. It's not baked properly. It's not cooked properly, right? Oh, I want to you got to bake the thing for 45 minutes. So it's only in for 30 minutes. Right? So you understand what I'm saying? You have to know everything. And we're not edging God out. Did a very powerful video, right? No, we have to be connected. And when you realize that you're a co-creator with God, that's not the ego, right? The ego is edging God out. I have a personal relationship with God. That's why I am where I am. And I don't apologize to the humans out there that gaslight. You got to strap on the full armor of God, right? And we have a powerful video on that. We're going to do another one, right? Sylvia Bella writes powerful video, right? Appreciate everyone being here. This is day one, kid. So this is where the change happens inside. So if you, and these are the examples that I give to the world. If you wake up and you say, okay, this is just one day. But if you say, no, this is day one. This is day one. Wow. What a shift. There was a day one for me here, say on YouTube. I had to do my first video. I use it as a teaching tool now. That's one of the most powerful moments in my life. At first glance, it's not a big deal, but it was day one. Do you understand what's happening right now? Do you understand the magnitude of where we are? And the energies are supportive to it. If I always refer to the beach, okay, the waves at the beach, because we live in energy waves, even though we can't see them. Okay, we can't see them. Some of these energies are, dictated by the solar flash, the solar flares, the bursts, and the Schumann resonance spikes. So, for example, if I want to float in the water, I want to go to the beach, I just want to be peaceful, and the waves are coming crashing down. If I want to float, I can't. There's nothing I could do. It's not an option. If the surfers go, I see a lot of surfers yesterday. If the surfers come, and they want the waves to be crashing, and it's like glass, it's like a bathtub, it's very peaceful. They can't surf. There's nothing that they could do. So in the world that we live in reality, and as we have been going through this, so that's why we had to be patient. Even though there were certain things I wanted to get the ball rolling with, say last year, today is day one. Today we get the ball rolling. Today we're up and off and running and going. Right? So that's why we have to understand this and lead by example. All right? If you click subscribe, and I appreciate that, and the videos that I put out daily, right? We're focused on real life evidence, firsthand experience, and it comes from a different place when you've done things yourself. In the modern society, there's a lot of cookie cutter stuff, and people just like they got to fit into an algorithm. People that have watched my channel for many years, I don't fit in the box. Okay, that's why I appreciate when the community does the like and the comment and all that stuff. And what I need to do is break societal loops. What I needed to do was take control of the timeline, and that's a higher calling. Okay, that's a higher calling, not the easy calling. Sometimes in life, we get we could take the easy calling, it's cool, but to do something that nobody else does, okay? If it's hard, everyone's gonna say, nah, I don't wanna do it. But if you could say there's something in life and you could tap into it and you say, you know what? You're gonna be great, kid. Because no one wants to do the hard thing, right? Right? Ronnie Coleman, for those that work out, right? Everyone want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift no heavy ass weights, right? Some people, right? I want to be in shape. I want to do all the, but that's cool. They flap the gums and talk about it. Oh, I want to do this, but what have you actually done? So because now, right? Consciousness, people becoming more conscious. Right? Some people are seeing, oh, I have to pretend to be this way. You gotta know them by their fruits. You gotta practice what you preach. And then you're off, and now you're up and running. And then it lasts the test of time. See, when you built the foundation and then the storms come and the wind, because there's always going to be chaos, a little bit of chaos, not going to be as crazy as it's been. But you now have the ability. Right? A sailor knows how to open the sail, right? And now I can navigate the wind and move the sail around. Ever onward, just keep going, right? Mushani, thank you so much for the super chat. Be the change you want to see in the world. Beautiful, absolutely. That's all we could stay focused on. And even during turbulent times, this is the age of abundance. This is a new timeline. This is a party. This is a celebration. Sadly, there might be people they don't want to come to the party. I get it. I'm an empath too. I said, wow. You're always going to the inside. You're always going to the I am. You're putting your ascension first. There are some people that don't want to come to the party. You can't wake them up. And that's a sad part of this, but today is a celebration. It's a celebration. And a lot of this comes from peace. I felt that last night, sitting out on the beach. being with all of you on Facebook too. That peace that you have. This was the journey to obtain that peace. I know there's a lot of divine masculine out there. You know, sometimes you gotta fight for your freedoms to obtain peace. You get your inner peace, but then we have to look at our lives. It's not easy. It's easy to fit into the stuff they have on TV. It's hard to be a one of one, right? But that's the gold. If you could be your authentic self today, if you hear me for the first time, if you can be your authentic self today, let this be the message to inspire you to say, you know what? I'm going to be my authentic self today. This is day one. I don't have to live this. I don't have to do it no more. It's a great feeling to have. And to be honest with everyone, that is, we get pushed to that point. I can reflect on my life. You're going to have a day, you're going to have a moment, and it's an epiphany. And now we're going into abundance and love, but we had to go through our Kensho, and now we have our Satori. And the beautiful Satori moments are coming in. And we do get more change because it's just the way that we are as humans in the psyche, right? We want it to be familiar. And then, you know, because we think it's comfortable. But we change when the pain of remaining the same exceeds the pain of change. Exceeds. Because change ain't easy. But when you say, and you just drop it. Respect has a lot to do with this. I care about respect. And that's what you should be focused on. People respecting you, value you, integrity. And I teach people how I have manifested in my life. Real life evidence, firsthand experience, and this is always the answer. And when I teach and moving forward, I appreciate everyone coming in today, and we're constantly growing now. There is the window of time when the head hits the pillow at night. You sleep peaceful. In that window of time, the story that you tell yourself or your content of character that is going to come up during that time period. So really focus on that. And if you are able to achieve that, that is a standard of your nervous system. And even if, you know, when you start to change over the course of time, even like little things, and you can't do it or partake in anymore because it's going to feel wrong. Like we were living habits and stuff because we were given it from the TV, so on and so forth. Like one of the big things that I have shared is the foods that we eat. Oh, we always ate this way. All of a sudden, you naturally, like as you're raising your frequency, you can't eat that food anymore. Can't have those chemicals no more. Can't do it no more. So that's why the more that we raise in all aspects of life. So if you are clicking subscribe today, we are taking the journey and we're going to improve our physical wellness, our mental wellness, and our spiritual wellness. And that's actually the most important. That's actually where I've seen a lot of gaslighting. But I want you to reflect. Stop. You could let me know. Or do you go out in the world and see people that are very spiritually unwell? So this is the channel. This is the motivation. This is the information that is most important in life. Most important in life. Most important in life. Connection to the higher self. So everything goes together. Everything is connected. And the more that we're working on ourselves, again, everything is a mindset, the embodiment of. I am the embodiment of health and wellness. I'm constantly studying. I'm constantly, changing, what I'm eating, how I'm training, always learning what worked in the past in the old way don't work now in the higher vibes. We're changing. Your work, this is also a big thing too, right? All of a sudden you reported to that building, and then all of a sudden now there's a feeling you can't go there no more. It's so dense to you. My poor widow empath. Oh, my widow empath. I love you. I went through that too. It was getting denser, and I said, this used to be fun. What happened? Right? So again, there is and that's what this sorting is all about. Okay? Relationships. Maybe, someone latched onto you when you were at a lower frequency, but now you've risen. And now your frequency is all the way up there, and he still wants to be that beta male on the floor. She still wants to be that modern woman parasite on the floor. For anyone that's hearing me, this is your time. This is day one. Fit Brit writes, nailed it. I love to nail it. Yeah, I nail it hard. So this is where we are in life, and have fun with life and constantly stay strong and empowered. You don't lose yourself ever. We don't lose ourselves, right? Brittany's got the hammer out. Let's whip the hammer out. It's always about your worth. It's always about your worth. Always, all the time. Today we celebrate a great victory. For anyone that is tuned in, you made it all the way to the end here. The celebration is the greatest victory of your life. You were in a battle, and today you could sit here and you did it, and you won. You finally surpassed and defeated the previous version of yourself. Know your worth. And you get to the place where you're not proving anymore. You're already too big. You can't stay small anymore, right? And you might have had that, as I said earlier, anything from your past. You might have got into a job, and it's always about your frequency. Click subscribe. You're going to learn about this journey. It's always about your so you got into the job when your frequency was here, but now, so that job now you get a better job. Now you get more abundance. Look at all the 888 abundance coins coming down. It's like Super Mario Brothers, the coins. Golden coins, okay? You were in the relationship, but now you raised your frequency. So things have to change. Or maybe you're single like me. And you're raising your frequency. So you could only connect with people that are also ascending, that also have a mind. It's not about perfect. When a person has that mindset, I'm open-minded. I want to grow. I want to expand. Constantly growth, constantly expanding, constant love, unconditional love. You're on your journey now, because this is day one. And now you have control. I have control. We have control of our everyday lives. This was a good one today. Did you enjoy this today? I appreciate everyone coming on. It truthfully is day one. We could see it. We could feel it. I'm so grateful for all of you. And remember, it is the embodiment frequency. So when you are embodying that frequency, that is the most important. You can't do it long-term with the physical stuff. So everything that was pruned, the lightness, the changes, you did it, kid. We all did it. And as we now control all of ourself, We went across the universe to get all these energies, right? Some people call them the light codes that come in, right? This is a coronation today. This is a celebration today of a brand new timeline. And we have taken over. I love you guys so much, and it's my honor to have a community of conscious creators that are empowered, that love each other unconditionally, genuinely value each other. I'm grateful for my community on the ground that I see daily, and now you watch me on YouTube. Look, I'm on the TV. I'm famous. I'm just kidding. Okay. And I hope everyone realizes, always be yourself. A lot of people are trained to, put the societal, listen, I am who I am. Stay focused on being authentic, and don't worry about being perfect, and you're going to be just fine, kid. So we're on the new timeline. I'm so grateful for the community support today. If the message resonates with you, I appreciate if you click the like button. If you haven't clicked subscribe, take a second to click subscribe. And I'm here daily, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Let's get back into balance. Let's get back into alignment, right? And we're focused physically, mentally, spiritually. There are playlists on the channel, regardless of what you're here for. Check out some of the videos that will pop up on the channel page. Utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives. We have a tremendous Facebook. The Facebook link is in the description. For the month of April, we will have a Zoom and a video for our Patreon community. The link is in the description for that. I appreciate everyone there. And you know what? We're now moving forward. So as we all had to do the inner work. A lot of people don't realize that the subconscious, the nervous system, people won't understand you. But think about a tree. When it goes into hibernation, all the energy has to go on the inside for it to extend and expand its life. And that's what we all went through. And this is the information that's really going to help people moving forward as we go into the future. So I absolutely love each and every one of you. This is not one day. This is day one. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, Light Warriors, just keep going. And that's what we did. And now we're here. Relax. We're already here. That's a good one. I'm just sitting relaxed. Good place to be. It's a good place to be. So, and leave comments down below what video topics you want the most in this beautiful, abundant, upcoming year. This is year one. New beginnings, kid. Here we go. All right. I love you. I love you so much, Celestial Gatekeeper. I love everyone. I'm so grateful. Happy days today. Happy days are here again. Stay focused, and more is coming out. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.